Hey guys, it's time to paint some things over here. Hey, listen, I've been painting my little building over here, and as you can see, I've been weathering it all up, spraying it up and stuff. It used to just be, what was it, just a tan color, but we got it all, you know, kind of weathered up and nicely rusted up like that. And then I was looking at my tank car right next to it, going, wow, that sucker needs some spray painting too. So I'm gonna grab this, and we're gonna go over here along with a whole bunch of other tank cars, and we're gonna spray these guys up. I kind of collected up a few of them over here, and I'm gonna get to spray painting him now. Taking a look, obviously black cars that are fairly new. You know, they don't, they're not actually that you know, rusty or anything like that. For the most part, what I could see is they generally have a little bit of splatter on either ends, you know, from the wheels kicking up, you know, stuff, and then any kind of dust or spillage kind of will make a few streaking towards the center. But for the most part, the newer cars, meaning they're in pretty good shape there. So we're gonna have to go kind of light on these, on the weathering here. So I'm gonna get some paint mixed up, and we'll start weathering these guys up a little bit. All right, guys. So just to start out, we're gonna do kind of the ends where the you know, kind of dust and dirt and whatever mud gets splashed up over there. So just a basic tan here. I'm using my trusty old Ammo acrylic colors here, and got a little tan right there. It's a Russian tan to be exact. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll start spraying it up here. Okay, so I just waited for the pump to stop going there right there. All right, so we got a little bit of a, you know, just a first layer right there. You can see just a couple little streak marks on all of the ends right there. So it sort of looks like stuff is getting kicked up. And then I also did a little bit sort of around the tops right here. This white one's gonna be kind of nice right there. And then we'll just keep on going, kind of keep dusting it up. I'm gonna change up some colors. I've got a little bit of kind of a red right there. We're gonna do that one, and then we've got some rust, and yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep on going over here. I figured since I'm doing all the tank cars, I might as well do all the tank cars. So I grabbed a couple other ones off the layout since I still got some paint in here, and I'm gonna keep on going with here. This one over here I'm gonna do a little bit different though. Okay, so I just quickly just emptied out my paint over here. Let's go ahead and grab our red right here. It's gonna be fun right here. Here's where the fun starts. So for these bioenergy cars, this is ethanol. These are ethanol cars as far as I can tell. So we're just gonna do a little bit of rusting, very light, coming off of the top areas right here. And that's pretty much it for this guy, I think, or for these bioenergy cars. The other ones will have a little bit more fun. Now, I don't clean my airbrush over here with these acrylic paints. Just mix it all together. It's all gonna get mixed up anyway, and we'll get it going over here. Make sure we get the red flowing through it. There we go. As you can see, we're starting to get a little bit of red right there. There we go. All right, off we go. Okay, so on this one, hopefully that comes out. You can see I'm just making some streaks. I'm going real close with the airbrush just to make some streaks on there. On this one here, we're going a little bit heavier there, and I know it looks kind of brownish, but it's actually a little bit more reddish. We'll get a little bit more red on it too here. All right, I'm going to keep on going with all the other ones. All right, got a couple of different little takes on all this stuff here. Let's get this one over here, and you can see it's yeah, they're looking real nice here. This one's a little bit older, so it's a little bit faded on there. This one's got quite a bit of rust, and you know, I'm just eyeballing it. Okay, second layer down. So we've got tan, a little bit of red, a little bit, well, brown and red, and let's see, what else can we put on there? Thinking about colors. You know, we can go with our little rust right here. This is a rust wash. This is really strong, so I'm going to go very, very sparingly on it. And I think we're going to start on this one right here. All right, that looks pretty good. I think I'm kind of liking where this is going. I'll get just a little bit more right here. Ooh, I like that. Kind of, there we go. You gotta be careful because all of a sudden if your brush is a little bit clogged, it'll all of a sudden just spray out a whole bunch. Yeah, I'm out. All right, so yeah, I like that. That looks good. Nice and rusty. Comes out good on the black too. I ended up using a little bit more than I said because on the black it really helps to kind of show it, make it pop out. So I'm going to do a couple little more spots on these other cars as they kind of dry out. And I can see I want a little bit more on here and a little bit more on this guy here. So let me go a couple. Oh, you know what? We got another one right here. Yeah, these three. A little bit more on here. All right, going a little bananas there with it. So let's see, now I'm gonna do a little bit of powder work. So let me clear out the rest out of my airbrush here. And again, this is Vallejo. It's actually Mecha weathering stuff. It's light rust wash. So it's actually very nice. The more I'm working with it, the more I kind of like it. And it works really good. Like on this one, if you kind of, what am I trying to say? Do a little bit, do some light, let's say red, white, and then go over the top of it. For instance, like going over the white right here, you can see that looks nice and rusty there. So let's see, let's get to powdering. All right, guys, so I did just a little bit more spraying of the rust wash here. Just a little bit more just to kind of even these three guys out really, so they kind of looked a little bit in the same ballpark. Also, these two cars right here are different kinds of acid. These guys are all ethanol, and then we got our lard car over here. So this one's not going to have a bunch of rusty stuff on here. We're going to kind of pretty much just age it a little bit, and I think where it is right now, it's perfect. So we're going to concentrate on these guys here. Now, as far as powders, you can use any kind you like. I like my Vallejo pigments here. This is what is it? Ochre, Amarillo, or dark yellow ochre. Basically, I go very sparingly on it. So I'm just going to see how this looks on the first car over here. And you got to remember that if you're going to seal this with like a lacquer afterwards, that lacquer is going to tone everything down. So if you think, wow, I did too much, and you don't worry, with this stuff, if you do too much, a little bit of spray lacquer on it really dulls it down. But here we go. Oops, see, there you go. Happy little accident right there. We're just going to kind of do some swipes right here, get underneath the rails here. And you can see it's it actually tends to tone down some of the other stuff on there too. We'll kind of get up around here. And once you start doing one, you kind of see how it's acting, see how it's reacting, see how it's looking and whatnot. Now I'm not going to seal these. I'm just going to leave them just the way they are. I found that you don't really need to seal these guys up. I'm just going to put a little bit up on the top right there. Get some more here, and what I'm doing is, I don't know if you can see that, I'm just putting it in the cap and just kind of tapping it in there just to kind of get it off of my crappy old brush that I use for this. Alright, let's turn this guy around. We'll go over here, we'll get some on the sort of walkway right there, and I just kind of let it fall where it goes. And then, over time, this will tend to kind of, I don't know, do its own little thing too. Especially if you don't, seal it with a lacquer. I'm gonna put a little bit more right there. And you can kind of scrub it in. You see, I'm just kind of like, I'm really actually getting it in there and scrubbing it in. And I use this on my wheel sets too. You just kind of throw them on there, but we're concentrating on the cars themselves here. There we go. That looks good. I might even come back with a little bit more of that rust just to kind of brighten it up over here a little bit. Just kind of getting the tops of them here a little bit. All right, I'm going to keep on going with the rest of them. All right, now I'm going to try something a little bit different here, actually, for this guy right here, just for the heck of it, because this is chlorine, and I'm going to see what happens. So I'm just going to take a little bit of IPA and just kind of spray it down. So just a little bit of experimentation right here. If I can get my IPA out. Whoop. Way too much in there. And let's see here. I'm going to kind of wet it down. You know? Ooh, look at that. All right, so kind of going a little bit crazy on that one there, but I'm just kind of playing around with it, just throwing some IPA on it, letting everything kind of blend together, see what it looks like. We might actually do this one right here too a little bit, just for the heck of it. And you can see it really tones down the powders here a little bit. Almost kind of washes them away, but and if you get little like marks and funny little things, this is what I was hoping would happen on that one. It's happening. So let's take a closer look at this right here. I'm gonna pick up the camera and show you what's happening right here. All right, hopefully that sort of is showing you those little splatters, and look at the way this is drying right there. It's still wet in the center. I'm gonna blow on it. Kind of help it dry out right there, and it's actually making its own little cool weathering right there. So yeah, it's actually looking pretty nice right there. So I think I'm pretty much done over here. I'm just gonna get a couple of the other cars with the IPA, and then we'll set them out on the layout and get a good close look at them. All right, guys, let's do the final roll by over here and get a good look at these nicely weathered up cars. All the guys are out here waiting to take a look. Then you guys can pull them on by and give us a little parade here. All right, here comes the first one. So first off, we got the 3 bioenergy cars. They came out looking real nice. Look at that. Just a little bit of weathering, and I tell you, that little alcohol at the end there, you know, tends to kind of fade things here and there and kind of mix things up a little bit. Looking real nice. All right, and then we got, let's see, 2 acid cars here. They came out looking good. Ooh, look at that, especially on the white right there. That's why even on the black there, you do the lighter colors first and then go back and do that. And look at the splashes on that one right there. That's where stuff got splashed up. And then finally our lard car is looking pretty good right there. We'll run it backwards here. All right, guys, well, I hope I'm gonna cut it right here, and as we run by, give you a little bit of a close-up right here. I hope you enjoyed that little how-to video here, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. Ooh, look at all those nice rustied up old cars we got here. That's the way I like them here on my layout. All right, guys, until next time, take care.